Hi there. It may be a good advice to skip this concluding introduction and immediately go to the first argument of this course and then go back to the introduction. Or be surprised and read the introduction when you finish the whole course and see what you have discovered all by yourself. You may also want to skip this concluding introduction, for it goes beyond the course in that it also provides the context of this course, in which further investigations are prepared. This small course will give you the key to open the way to the essence of time and beyond. That beyond, the holy, may show itself as power. Divining power can be done in many ways. And from the level of the body, power is the ability not to die stupid, and thus the ability to at least know the spirit. This powerful course is the preparation in learning to pose the question of what power is. But power is not the explicit subject matter of this course. Time is. This is the introduction of the argumentation strategy that will be followed during the course. Each argument or part of the course is valuable and understandable in itself, without having to have heard the other arguments. Yet the arguments are ordered in such a way that this order in time, the whole, forms the spirit of all arguments. The arguments are like family members, ordered in a hierarchy, in which all members know that all members are equally valuable, but not all members are equal, for some members capture the family spirit more than others, and thus embrace more family members than other family members. The family itself is not a member of the family, yet is not an impersonal thought. To understand the family spirit, the power of the blood, one has to get acquainted with all family members. To get an inner feeling of knowledge of this invisible spirit of the family, seeing one gesture of one member may be enough to get to know the spirit. However, I will present all living members. The arguments are so inexhaustibly rich that each time you listen to them, you may learn something just like meeting another human being. Because our time is finite, and to convey as much as possible, including subjects beyond the limits of this course, one is forced to store meaning in a non-linear way, other than these horizontal sentences I'm reading out loud, but in a diagonal way. If you go back to the beginning of this video, you may discover, if you listen very carefully, that I have stated a hierarchy, namely holy, power, spirit, and time. These hidden meanings will form and assemble your spirit to be able to act forcefully in time, as if you would have a lot of energy. The spirit is a spirit in the moral domain, so if you are not kind, this course is very dangerous. The soul is magical and is a power given to us from the holy God, and only when the mortal spirit becomes holy, the spirit may experience the holy as being aware of eternity, and the spirit will act with power and experience his soul. Let me start now by introducing you to the family members. 7 arguments are given, and the first 6 of them are paired. The first argument of the pair speaks more to your understanding, more to logic, and the second argument more to your inner feeling, your heart, your soul, your left hand, your intuition. The name of the first pair is From Timeless Space to Time. The name of the second pair is From the Continuity of Time to the Discontinuity of Time. And the name of the third pair is From the Discontinuity of Time to Self-Consciousness to Time as Future. Now I will give the titles or descriptions of the 6 arguments of these pairs. The first pair, From Timeless Space to Time. Argument 1. Understanding. Objects are neither material nor spatial, but inner living forces that are related to time by constituting time, and I will show that a point is the thought of a nothing. The second argument, inner feeling. How the form of our lively hands show that ordinary sense perception of timeless objects that is ruled by logic is flawed. Our left hand can be turned into our right hand, and vice versa, in a space different than the three-dimensional space that appears when logic rules the senses. The second pair, from the continuity of time to the discontinuity of time. The third argument, understanding. The continuity of time and the choice for freedom. How to construct a line. I will give a proof I invented in 2004 of the most truthful solution to the so-called riddle of the goat door, by explicitating the different views on what time is in the different solutions to this riddle. This proof can finally decide the endless discussions between mathematicians of statistics. The proof is very simple and no mathematical knowledge is needed, for you only need just a little common sense. Argument 4. Inner feeling. From triangular synchronicity to the wheel of time. After describing the phenomenon of synchronicity, I will describe the natural development of human consciousness of time during a lifetime. How time is experienced is different in the different phases of this development. The third pair, from the discontinuity of time to self-consciousness to time as future. Argument 5. Understanding. Self-consciousness as not being identical with the here and now. Eternity plus timeless evil is time, and is identical to the final cause as Aristotle described that. And that's identical to the past as being made present from the future. The Big Bang is nonsense, for creation comes about from the future. The final cause is the eternal formal cause in material time. But matter for Aristotle, in a sense, is immaterial, like energy that can be formed in different material objects. The final cause causes from the future. Think in order to think this futurity of the final cause of the movie Terminator, in which a robot hand from the future is found by which people in the present constitute the form of the future. Remember Yoda from the movie Star Wars to realize we are free. Changing is the future constantly. Argument 6. Inner feeling. Man as spirit is a temporary, mortal final cause. Your being is already ahead of itself as future in order to be present as being a world in which you can be with timeless past objects that you must actualize as actual phenomena that can act as mirrors, of which the reflection of light as light is the world as being at the same time your mirror image, that is the shadow of your soul through which you have to look beyond to see angels and to finally experience the soul. And beyond, and that beyond is the experience of God. This rich sentence I will explain in the sixth argument. That leaves us with the final seventh argument. The 6 arguments brought us from space to time, and the 7th will bring you from time to space. To make the circle complete, or let the snake bite his own tail, to become egg-formed, I have to say something about how to make your way from time to space. That is to say, how from time space comes about. By analogy, I shall reason how time, as the trinity of future, present, past, structures the spatial trinity of far, there, here, which is the basis of the high, middle, near, low, here, and the basis of the mathematical trinity of the 3 dimensions, vertical height, horizontal width, and horizontal length. The here is there from the far, because the past here is actualized as present there and now from the far future. To state this differently, I will prove that the phrase here and now is false, and that it should be now and there. The now is already there, so to be in the present we have to act Hunt for the now, for only in the now can you let yourself be touched by the future. The whole reasoning from space to time and time to space is to open the moral domain. The spirit has the inclination to rest lazy at the appearance and make the present there, here, so it makes the present past. We have traveled from space to time, and from how, from time space is created, and traveled all the way to the moral domain. Morality must be clarified not as some act of understanding, but as a domain that shows itself directly before understanding in sensible colors, and before that in inner hearing that is experienced as an appeal to act morally. That appeal precedes moral acting defined as applying moral laws. The reason of this discussion, the reason of discussing the moral domain, is in order to make the contrast with the domain of the holy, and thus the holy books and religion. The holy and light science for mere mortals that are caught in the timelessness of the timeless. Science makes time timeless in order that people who are caught in the timeless move forward in the timeless, in order that this movement lets them feel and remember time. Religion and science are two sides of the same coin, or to state it differently, the holy is the tail, religion the head, and science the body. To learn more, go to the appendix. Part 1, Time Before Space, Appendix, Concluding Introduction. So a lot to look forward to in taking this course. And if this makes you happy, you may already anticipate what is about to come and make a donation. A priori thanks for that spirited donation.